Alright, alright. Test. Yeah, I think everything is working fine. Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of our Langrisser series. And it is time. It is the weekend where we are approaching the end of Season 7. Which means we have the opportunity to watch the matches for the semifinals and the finals tomorrow of Season 7. So, who are we going to watch? Well, we'll see. We'll prepare. It may be a little surprise. Just let me poke a few things here and there. And I feel like that's enough. Okay, cool. So, there are two matches that are currently happening. That will happen in about a minute. Snowman versus Concede and Sanzin versus Parnhab. And to answer the question of who do I want to watch and who will we support, well, it is the person I got seeded against, because of course that was exactly my luck to go against one of the top fours currently as my first match. So we are going to watch the match from Parnhab, and we're gonna be rooting for them, because obviously if I lost against the champion, then that validates my loss immediately. It's no longer my fault, obviously. In any case, the matches are very ready to start. And we will click the button that will show up here as soon as it does. But I want to get some water, so allow me to do that. Alright. In we go. Alright, so we see both boxes right now. Sanzin and Parnhab. Sanzin seems to be having player 1 position. And if we take a look here, I honestly don't see many surprises. The fact that Helena is here is quite telling of a normal box. Very balanced, very heavy on nothing in particular, and having a little bit of everything available. There's a Landius, there's a Hilda, there's an Oldius, there's Kayura, there's an Helena, there's an Ares. There's all the right tools in order to adjust to a situation. There are 2 assassins basically, there are 2 single target exploders, there are tricky mages, there are healers of course, there are tanks, there's debuff if needed, and some special people like Mariel and Bernhard, who have very varied roles. Alright, let's check on the other side what Parnhab has decided to bring in this match. A Leon is available. That is kinda awkward considering there's 2 Lancer tankers. Angelina. I'm actually quite surprised. Especially because I see Himiko Angelina and no Comet buffer. So no Zerida. On to the match. Oh, actually, okay, so player 1, player 2 actually were not determined by that. Here we go. Immediate ban on Kayura. It's a little bit surprising considering the map. We'll see what Parnhab will ban here. How would I ban? Let's see. I mean, if I see that, honestly, Hilda is probably one of the biggest components of Sanzin's play. Go Sanzin Impact. Pick all the waifus. That seems to be the preferred way, huh? Alright, we have this activated. Hopefully things will be starting soon. Rosenziel was indeed the ban, and Lolliges as the first pick. Very interesting already. I hope the audio is coming through fine. There are no problems. As I predicted, Hilda was a central part of Sansin's gameplay. So she gets the first pick. I wonder if Parn will go for more healers. Yep, that is choice. I'm guessing the counter will be to grab Mariel. Yeah, probably very sure Mariel is gonna get picked. The Doggo as a follow-up, which is great in a map like this, where water is more available than just.
There is Zerida in Parnhub's box.
There is a Zerida. Yes, there is indeed. That is true. Yeah. I was mentioning about the meteor buff not being there, but I just missed Zerida apparently. All right, Kayura is picked. I don't know. I think she is a great unit, but she will also need to get a buff. I don't think she's Tensei, if I remember correctly. Maybe I'm wrong. No, she's not Tensei. I know this for sure. Okay, so without healers, I think I would push Mariel out. Yeah, there it goes. Mariel and Loliges are out, which means that at this point Hilda is doing very little other than surviving a few hits. I would not be surprised to see a Helena pick from Sansin in order to try to keep pushing that damage forward rather than staying back, or Ares for that matter. Okay, and all used to try to prevent the movement, I can imagine. Also to buff Kayura, that exists as well. And to push away the dog when the dog jumps. All of those are good options. Leaving the Ares available for an attack is not something I would prefer to see. But there is also an all-use counterplay for Parnhab. Which ones will be the last remaining units? Also, Angelina here becomes way stronger because her stun can no longer be dispelled, which is usually one of the things you fear of trying to land a good 3C with Angelina. And considering there will be a teleport for Parnhub, you might as well pick Angelina up, teleport someone else, and then alternate with Angelina. Okay, Angelina's gone. Forget it.
Kayura can heal and dispel.
Kayura can heal and dispel, yes, but not usually by choice. If you don't have a target to attack, then you cannot do it. And you can only heal in a limited area, so you would have to stay very limited. It is still true, still very true. She is capable of healing. And finally, I mean, between SP Elwyn and Leon, I understand the pick. At least SP Elwyn will do a lot more debuffing and a lot more deleting of buffs. A lot of jokes through banter coming in about the Parnhub pun. I think people are not super original. I guess banter is not as bad as it has been on other matches. Go Parnhub. Right, I think right now they're deploying soldiers' skills and configurations and positions. What do we expect to see out of this match? I think there's certainly going to be a few turns of preparation for Parnhub. I don't think he will be hurrying up. Mainly because he needs all the turns for Zerida to be effective. Like turn 3 will be the earliest she can attack, assuming she is the one buffing. Wait, no. They have... my bad. They have Aldius. Aldius can also buff actually both of those characters. So should all be fine. That means the timetable can go up to turn 2. I would expect a teleport coming out of Tejas. The sound effects are a little bit crazy, right? Can we calm them down? I hope that worked. Alright. Baseball Elwin. I feel like the sound is still not ideal. Yeah, I hope that's better. Let me know if the sound got silly. Alright, Helena passes, but actually just creates movement, 2 free movement range around her. What did T just bring? 3C, teleport, and freeze strike. I think freeze strike may even do some work here, considering the vulnerability to ice attacks. Alright, self-buffing. Oh! Very interesting. I'm a little bit surprised, but whatever works for him. I guess the healing is not a bad idea. A warning onto the Serida. Soldier choice is also important. It's going here for the Lobster Behemoth, which may not be the best way to counter Helena. Ooh, such an aggressive teleport. I'm guessing it was done mostly for the turn rotation, so that the buff gets accumulated faster. And I mean, Helena did get a, wow, a Tenyo Breeze even. So I guess it's a good idea just keep everyone out of range. Especially for a few turns, it's not too bad. Faction buff to cover everyone else. I'm a little bit surprised that Oldius even brought faction buff at all. If you're gonna just buff yourself. This is 3C, right? Yeah. I feel like bringing the vertical buff would have been a better idea, maybe. So Kayura can move 6 and attack 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Is this an invitation for Elwin? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, okay. It's dodging the Elwin specifically. Master of Ice. Interesting third skill. I'm wondering if he was going for a Tenyo fish in order to Tenyo fishing in order to grab a breeze, because Sigma also has his own breeze, and that's a lot of range, right? So it's basically the same as Kayura at this point. So I guess this is the only safe location right now. But honestly, no one looks really safe from Helena. Did Kayura already move? Because otherwise... Oof, this could be a giant mistake. Or... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Wait, no, did we already do this math? 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3, 4... Ah, okay. Never mind! I'm impressed that the movements have been so fast, considering that we're at this stage. That seems like a good idea then for Felwin to jump, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Three move. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you could poke everyone, but then your juggler will die. So, unless he has spirit boots. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. I don't see a point in moving forward with juggler yet. So, how is everyone doing? Who are you vouching for? Did you use your aids? Did you bet on anyone? I'm currently saving up all of it for my for the finals. I usually like accumulating the 12 tickets and betting them all at once. I did that for the quarter, right? So the round of 8, where I actually bet on Parnhub and he delivered a win for me. So I was very happy. A strong pass. All the math that may have gone onto that. Oh, and never mind. It fell on the same person again. Helena already had many stacks of tenure. Breeze. I don't think the dog will be going anywhere. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Chivalry, diagonals. 1, 2, 3. Okay, if she had wanted, she could have reached, but I guess the decision is not to go for it right now. And onto a new turn. Can Seri delete someone? I'm guessing she can probably delete Sigma. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, one tile away. And also with Hilda right there, it will be a bit hard to just delete something. Kaira here could probably try to snipe this Elwyn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep. I will not be surprised if there was such an attempt. It did not happen, but we will see what does. Did Helena activate her skills? Yes. Yes, she did. Is there a way to hurt everyone else except Kaira? And the answer is probably yes. You need to land here, which he cannot do right now. Okay. Removes Elwyn from Kaira's range. I guess that is sensible. Aldius could go for 3C here. It would push people further away. But right now they're both passing, trying to find the right moment, the right angle to finally attack. Teleport will be up next turn, so Light of Genesis is ready to perform her full combo, enable someone and attack someone at the same time, the same turn. And I think Helena will be just way too happy to be the one doing the first strike. And this is why I can never play tank push, because the positioning of everyone is currently so perfect that attacking in seems almost always like a bad idea. So if this Kajura is using Scepter, there could be an attack on Juggler, but I don't see that happening. I also don't see Serida going anywhere. It's a shame because I mean, you kinda want to use that that turn where you have everything up. But there's a revive here, so even your kinda good idea target, it's probably very dangerous to go for. I think the worst part is that there's a big chance that the troops will be healed at the end of turn. I don't know in which order things are removed, but there's a regen buff here, so you won't be able to fake 3C until you can use the other attack. Alright, the decision comes in, goes in for the attack, gets the kill, which leads into a... Ooh, that was a good attempt. Into a revive, gets nothing else done, which means our poor Zeddy is in a world of hurt. I guess the easiest option would be to actually engage with Helena here. Wait, no, there's not enough range for the follow-up then. I mean, Helena can kill Zeddy for sure, and if there's a pincher, like a Twilight, with within Kayura, then you can also kill Zeddy in one hit. I guess with 3 range you can also kill Zeddy, even through last rites. Most likely. But hey, I guess at least what you could say is Sage is probably going to die because there could be a jump right now, and this should hurt everyone. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gets Kayura poked, which is not ideal, I guess. You could jump 1 less, and in that case you only touch the... Yeah. So it's all in. Breaks the last rites of Juggler, then ignores enemies and goes straight up for the kill here, which will be followed by all the AoEs, leading to an actual kill. A very strong unit, for sure. But I guess this enables now the jump of Juggler, who probably doesn't want to jump because Kayura is there. There's a nice reality here, which is that if you jump like far enough, Kayura won't be able to attack the dog. Still be able to attack Zerida, of course. But the thing is, you'll get to kill someone and then Kayura loses the extra movements. And then 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So only with Scepter would she be able to attack this place. A little bit of a shame because, I mean, you don't want to use... Ah, wait, can you even get there at this point? Wait, no. This is his own... his positive Aldous Battleground changer. Yeah, Helena is just really crazy. And there's always a very good reason to ban Helena. Parnhat finding himself in trouble. So what will you choose? You could also try to damage everyone and hope that Kayura's healing is just not good enough. But I think he will just go for the distance where... No, never mind. Hits everyone. And as expected, this is exploded. Then everyone heals almost back to full. No matter how strong the blow was, it was not enough. But yeah, movement is now reduced to 1 due to the water debuff, which only applied after Aldous died. So at least that was positive for them. Still, distance 4, it's enough to attack, but Juggler does not die. That is very important. Yukeo. Now the question is, how do you follow up from here? Because one of your most important things is to deal with this Helena, which Spellwind may have to do. And I don't think you have any way to dodge that. You just have to do it. I guess you could attack Helena with 3C of Lolliges, but it's a bit dangerous. The weapon skill is nullified. In this case, it's only the helmet. Who cares? And Lolliges is so versatile that she could even teleport herself forward and then shoot. I think that the problem is multifold here because Zeddy is marked for death and Juggler is not long for this world. Ooh, that is a cute idea. Alright, that solves some of the issues, that's for sure. Let's see if this is a kill. Nice, gets the kill. Very good, Lolliges. I would say that was a very solid turn. What's more important, the debuffs are all gone. But right now, Sigma does not have any attack buffs at all, actually. So that's pretty strong. I'm guessing... Oh my god. It's still enough. He does not care. Wow, that was actually mega brutal. No questions asked there. And the problem is that this whole territory is now painted in bad movement for Spellwind, so it's gonna be very tricky. It was cute to try again, but I think she will be able to heal again, right? Yep. Yeah. Sadly, Kayura is capable of healing and dispelling, so... this turn may be full of suffering. I think the biggest problem is really not just that there's a Hilda ready to go and do stuff. Yeah, bye Juggler. It's that the whole territory is painted with Aldius. May have been a mistake to allow that Helena to sneak through and kill Aldius. But it happens, this positioning game is just that hard. Not much to it. It's a little bit sad for Elwyn, how things are looking right now. One. There we go. I guess Elwyn will be able to attack, but nothing more than that. So I think this is just a Hail Mary. We all know that this match is over. You know what? That may have been a test just to check how much health this would do, how much damage. And I guess with that answer, he is ready to concede. Yeah, that makes sense. Ah, Helena. Just such a strong unit. I have to say, I don't mind the positioning mistake at all, because those things happen super often. I think Aldius would have been much more useful without faction buff and with a vertical AoE. That would have prevented Helena from coming in, for example. So it's really questionable, like, why bring both the faction buff for Aldius and the faction buff for Zerida? That was just weird. Maybe nothing else but a mistake. I'm guessing... Wow. Okay, now they get to adjust formations. Okay, that's good. I'm guessing Leon and Spellwind will be replaced, because I don't see any way in which they can become useful. Spellwind at least deletes buffs, but I think there's much better units he could be using here. What would I like to see? I mean, don't get me wrong, Bozo would be amazing. Wow, no changes. Well, I guess this is why I don't make it to the top 4. Now, Hilda is the first ban, I agree with this correctly. Kyura gets immediately banned as well. And Landius is picked. Landius, still a very strong unit. We'll see if it covers. Rosenziel and Kyura banned immediately. And a Himiko as a first pick. Will we see a Zerida as a first ban? I guess Hilda could also buff. No, right? I don't know enough about Tensei faction to know who is in there. Liana picked immediately after. Yeah, that's usually a good counter against Himiko. That makes sense, even though Himiko is insanely annoying. Himiko is not Tensei. Interesting. It's Yeles, not Tensei. Okay, got it. Alright. Dolly Jess follow up. For Pornhub, he is going all in on the offensive. I think I would have liked a Zerida pick there. But I do understand the Lolly Jess. I mean, after all, Lolly Jess can also do attack up, right? So it's not like it's over. But I'm so impressed by keeping the Leon. Like, is there any point at which you want to pick the Leon, even as a last pick? I know how strong Leon can be, don't get me wrong, but hey. Will we see
Green
an
Power
Ares?
2244 is now following. Thank you.
Green Power, thank you for the follow. I would say welcome to the channel, but I've seen you before. Alright. Now, who will Sansing pick to consolidate his next moves? I guess Ares. I look at the right side and I don't see anything stopping Ares. You just ban Aldius and Hilda right now, you pick Ares, you probably win the game right then and there. No, I was not heard. Well, I mean, Ares was the pick, but now there's many ways to mitigate the damage a little bit. Would I pick Aldius or would I pick Hilda? Nothing, right on, pick a Leon, ignore everything else. Okay, Pornhub, I'm ready to be taken to school. Show me where you're going with all of this. I mean, Leon can reach turn 1, so... Like, actually turn 1 phase 1. So if Sansin is distracted, mechanized bikes can get you there. With just chivalry. Yeah, an Aldius ban. Predictable. I guess maybe you can pick up Hilda now. Maybe you want Rian. What I love from Sanzin is that basically no one really needs the Landius tank. I guess maybe Liana. But in general, all of them are straightforward powerhouses that work on their own. Okay, no tank against Ares. What a choice. I'm guessing he's hoping to snipe the Ares somehow, and I just don't see how. You can also not ensure debuffs because there's a Liana. You can probably not one-shot the tank with Leon because Lancers. You could probably do a trick with Himiko, allowing Tejas to teleport into Himiko to then be able to attack turn 1. Assuming you see Liana move or something like that. But I don't see where this is going at all. banter. Save us from this silence. What's up with HQTW? No idea what's there. Alright, we are in. Exactly as predicted, there's a safety measure applied for turn 1 Leon attack, which would be absolutely able. So it's good to do it like this. I think Himiko will just go forward as much as possible. And what do we have here? AoE. Ooh, that's greedy. A good greed, but it is greedy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep. Okay, decides to move around. Very dangerous positions. I mean, having stopped land use here means that no one else can really move, which is fine, I guess. But very easily Ares could move last. We'll see. So can Leon really reach? Okay, that's nice. Leon could do 1, 2, 3. No, so 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, or 5. Chivalry. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Or chivalry 1, 2, 3. Nope. Leon can currently not reach anyone. Not even going up, I believe. So you get here, then 1. Yeah, no, it doesn't work. Shinji Koi. Now that Ares has moved. Sure, but there could be an again. There could be so many things that ruin your day here. Still, I'm surprised that Pornhub, that Zanzin didn't bring a single target attack. So that would delete someone, right? Just keep it out of your mind. Goes for a tiny heal. Ooh, staying back. That I did not expect. I think a movement to the center would have made more sense. I think a position here allows you to go different ways, like 1, 2, 3, 4. Forget what I said. Apparently I cannot count. Right. The movement forward has begun. This Himiko has a breeze, so she could go crazy. Ooh, nice breeze trigger. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, Himiko can currently not reach Ares. Seti still needs to activate, so that's another turn. Rian, 1, 2, 3, 4. Could shoot at Ares, but is it really worth it? That's a different question. It sucks that this tile is sky. That's really getting in the way, right? I love that this the same amount of sky as in this other tile, but the tree makes everything be a forest. Like, this is a giant forest, no doubt about it. So how will this engagement happen? It has to begin with Ares, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I am guessing that there's confidence here that it wouldn't be a kill. Alright. With all that movement, the poor Leon is probably so lonely. 1, 2, 3. No. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8. So you could already attack. Maybe it's actually even a good idea. But it could move Ares into a position you don't want. Well, it really depends on what sword you have. Because if it's just ring 1, you can go here. I mean, you would just use Liana's turn, so I don't know. This is so complicated. The fact that there's a tank on one side changes everything here. What is Lolly's equipping? Yeah, that makes sense. So Zeri can move 10. Still cannot reach anyone. Yeah, she's really far away. Alright, Sanzin covers this area. So that means Rin is able to just shoot some stuff. I guess that will be useful. And then next turn you can try to go in for something more. Nope, still taking it easy. These tank push matches are just so hard. Oof, that may change things. Yeah, Rian cannot show up anymore. Move 7, so that's range 11. He's one tile away from being able to hit. No, okay, I think that's just Rian giving up. It's cute to get heal reverse, that's quite lucky. Also attack down, very good. Himiko is now able to hit 2 people, that's at least a little bit nicer. Yeah, Leon can still reach anywhere. I guess not Liana. Oh, that's an interesting invitation for Leon. But I don't know. I don't see Pornhub jumping in. I think what's needed here is a teleport for Zeria. I'm pretty sure there's a position for Zerida that is closer. That is close enough to kill this Sigma, but not far enough. Not close enough to get hit by it. And also probably dodging Himiko. There's a lot of counting probably happening right now. Let's help. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or 6. Or 6. 4, 5. So this is covered, this is covered. I guess you could teleport Zerida here. That would be safe, probably. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, it's time for Leon to go in. As we were predicting, this is just such a good space for the ring that you have to use it. Leon deals literally no damage whatsoever. Oh, went for the full risky. I mean, yeah. Honestly, it's amazing that Liana is so far away. That is great. But someone will die right now. And you know what? Maybe that's just fine. Himiko has a great shot here. Actually, that may have been a crazy move. And maybe got unlucky. Sometimes maybe a little bit lucky. We will see. It still hasn't paid off. But it was a very good start. 1, 2, 3. Okay, Liana can at least do single target here. She could also go for full prayer, but that is very likely to kill Ares. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, that is in perfect range for 3C. I'm guessing Landius will be the first move. The thing is, if you move Landius to save yourself from that attack, Zeri gets Sigma. So I wonder if you have to use Sigma. Maybe you have to teleport Sigma here with the duel, so that Rian cannot follow up even if you don't get the kill. Actually, that's probably a good idea. You still will get Himiko to the face. Okay, deletion of Tensei. Bye bye. Rion is now very angry at this and will probably execute 3C. Alternatively, you could choose to use Himiko here, because you hit also 3 people, which is not normal, not common. Nope, decides to go for the kill. Gets the kill, gets the heal. Can move back and get a new hide and seek. I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, you allow for that to happen. Now, do you throw Rian just closer because you can? The problem is Liana has an again here. So if you offer any target, Himiko will be really happy to attack twice. Okay, let's see how much damage this is. Okay, DRS is eliminated. He was kinda dead anyway. And then they got to move back, of course, because of the meteor buff of Zerida. And they stole the movement. Oh, that is huge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it is no longer as useful. So what would be the worst case scenario for this? Silence? No, it doesn't even matter. Anything that it can be, the other person will solve. Shooting against one person makes you entirely dependent on clock. And when you get a clock, you just get a clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, nothing that can be done there. My god, the damage dealt here. Just crazy. Really makes you think, like, what was the difference between the two? 1400 attack, 1300 attack. Yeah, that is the difference. Liana ready for the again? Yeah. I'm guessing the only question is how expensive will it be to kill this Himiko before it's over? Interesting, interesting. She's still in range 4, so Rian here is going to apply everything that is possible to him. So we'll see how bad it gets for Himiko right now. And the answer is not that bad. But it did get bad everywhere else. So that's lucky. The anti-heal and the heal reversal are actually pretty big. Because Liana would love nothing more than to use prayer right now, but you can't. I missed if there was a clock. There is a movement down. This is something that usually you could miss. But it's quite important here because it means Zeri may not need to re-engage her passive, her super attack every time. Alright, what will Zerida do? I guess you have to go to a position where you cannot get both people hit, so maybe here. Or 2. Yeah, here sounds like a correct place. Look at my calculations being calculated. Liana cannot really move a lot, so you probably want to move Himiko back. But Himiko also got anti-heal. Oh, that's huge. That is huge. It's very dangerous to go for a single target attack, that's for sure. Because if you stick around, you may die in one turn. Okay, goes for the heal but ends up damaging everyone. Now, is there a cooldown ready? We have not checked for clock procs. I think at best it will be the line skill, right? I guess you could also just go and attack. How far can Zerida get? Only to all use, to land use. That's not great. You could put yourself here and just kill Liana. Maybe that's a great idea. Because the block is still active. The block. Yeah. Obviously, Pornhub is watching us stream, so that's why they clearly make all the moves that I'm saying that we should move. That's exactly how Apex works at high levels. They just watch everyone stream at the same time, and whatever opinion they like the most, they go with it. Do you take the attack with Seti? Yeah, I would say yes. You're gonna get a lot of health back, and that's kinda important. You could also just go for faction buff. Yeah. But the thing is, you'll be very low on health. Okay. Does he get another clock? No more clocks, at least. At least there's that. But sadly, Zeri is no longer healing, which is problematic. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, there was a clock on the 3C. I missed that. And I believe that will be the end of this match. I think Himiko will be dead. And Landius cannot be the swordsman. Yeah. Good job, Parnham. Good job. Rian once again RNGing his way to victory. That was 3 forms of healing deterrence on 3 characters. That was huge. Not to mention 1,000 debuffs. in order to protect those other debuffs. That's what makes Rian so great. Alright, no replacements. I mean, Leon performed a role. It was not damage, but he did perform the role. Do you repeat the Hilda ban? I think I would. The Hilda ban proved to be really effective. Hildeban it is. Lolly Jess as the first pick. Also known as Tensika. Yeah, immediate land use pick. Immediate same amount of bans. It would be interesting to pick Florencia instead of Liana. Florencia would have won last match for Zanzin with the same functionalities basically. But you're able to give, for example, your Ares an instant speed up, thus solving basically all your problems. An interesting pick of Juggler here. Certainly a very useful tool when fighting with a little bit of water in the center. Liana as the follow-up. What would I ban here? I mean, I certainly would not like to see Florencia. Interesting. Okay, so it's also an interesting idea to start getting rid of your biggest threats. And Bernie could, for example, just make everyone unable to heal. Maybe even carry a stun or something. So he did not want to deal with any of that. Alright, the Oldius ban is probably already clicked. And Zanzi is just deciding what is the second ban. I think there's one problem with Parn's box that I dislike right now, is that some of your picks are almost always dead. Leon last game got absolutely lucky, right? This was not based on, I'm gonna call it strategy. It was more about tactics. Let's see if we can adjust to whatever the RNG tells me happens after I drop the dragon. And yeah, sometimes it works in your favor, gets you the win. But he could have also entirely flopped and just literally go to die. He dealt like 20 damage to land use, 40, a bit more, 600. Inconsequential amount of damage. Alright. Oldius was allowed, which means Rian has his own buff, as does Juggler. So we will see how this ends. For game number 3 in Parnhab versus Sanzin. Huh. Well, I mean, if Leon is there twice, I would also take him. I'm gonna take a 1 minute break while the players choose their skills, and I'll be right back.
新規合意。直感を信じろ。
消えなさい、軟弱者。
言うだけ無駄だ。これを食らえ。この先には進ませない。俺に力を貸してくれ。それならとことん抗うまでだ。
祈祷、思考、そして
Alright, big apologies. I made it back, but something needed my attention. What do we see? Parnhap. You ended up with Hilda as a secondary tank. I think that is a very good idea. Your biggest worry here is this Sigma. But if you can have so many tanks that Helena doesn't go through you, then you are in a great position. Did the transformation already happen? Yes, only 2 turns remaining. That is slightly problematic. We are on turn 3. Okay, that was a good idea. How do you jump into this? That is the question. Because Zanzin has no plan to move, and you have a 2-turn timer to go forward. At least there is no breeze. Okay, so the faction buff was used. Pretty good. Can you somehow protect Tensika and still manage to attack? Maybe that's the goal, right? So you throw Juggler here, then you teleport Tensika forward and you make him attack. You make her attack or something. Sadly, there's still... Oh, interesting choice. Not the line AoE, which I would have thought way more important. Alright, so it seems like we're going to turns, which is very bad news for Rion. Because he may not get a chance to transform, to use his skills. After all, Sigma is still very menacing. Sansin knows that his Helena can kill Aldius all in one go, so you really cannot put him anywhere where Helena can just punch him dead. But I think there's plenty you can do with like following up and moving forward, so that later you can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so already 3C is an option. I don't think I would do it right now, especially not with Liana just ready behind it. But you can leave Aldius here just to say, hey, listen. I think in any case it's a great idea to ban Hilda first, because this way displacement works again. And if you move Aldius here, the next turn you can attack from here, which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's just great, especially because there will be fog behind it. And it's not like you're pushing anyone to die in the fog, but it's gonna mean that the only tiles available between fog and your team are all going to be painted by Aldius. But yeah, I think I like the movement, the aggressive movement forward. And you can go from there. After all, even if there isn't again, you can probably still live through it. It goes for 1 tile less. I guess hitting Liana didn't matter that much to him. It's okay. Maybe he was also trying to fish some Tenny or something. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still a great hit, don't get me wrong. But it does leave a very beautiful... What is this? Move forward. Did not see that coming. Okay. Would I still do this? Yeah. No, because now people don't get pushed as much. Okay. I think I would still do it, but that's just me being me. When to do it is obviously a good question. The other question I have for everyone is, do you prefer Rian with 1 more move or a bit more attack? That is something that I ask myself often. Because what you like from Rian the most is not the surprise hit, right? You want to be able to hit all the time everywhere, so 1 extra move can sometimes make that difference. Was there a teleport already? Well, if there was, maybe now it's up again. So what you could do is you could throw Hilda forward, like here maybe. So that later you can use Oldius. Or maybe you throw Oldius first. I don't know. So many options. I think the first one to cast 3C from Oldius will be at a disadvantage, I guess, unless it's a perfect hit somehow. So we will be patient. Hilda's tanking ability is not up. Why? Wow, that's very important. I hope Pornhub doesn't miss that data. To be fair, Landius is also not tanking, so is this the time to attack here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only if she has. I guess you could also just throw an AoE. Be like, whatever. Okay, decides to stay back. Rian is the only one suffering from this stall. It's so brutal that just like that something gets disabled. Almost mean. Just like that, your accessory doesn't work anymore. Very crazy. I think a way you could leverage this whole situation forward. So right now you have to pass. You basically cannot do anything else. You can try to delay a little bit. My god, this poor Rian. One more turn. Letting Rian transformation go to waste would be basically GG. Or a very, very strong indicator of a bad thing. So what you could do is you begin with a push and you try to solidify with Juggler. I don't know in which order you do all of these things. I think I would have even wanted to see Juggler teleported forward, but that's just me. But that is something that could have worked. I'm guessing Landius will now move here. That's probably not a great idea. Actually, Landius can never show up again. This is a tricky situation for Landius. And obviously Tensika now capable of moving to this place and attack. Okay, it's actually, this is a very perfect turn for Zanzin. You could teleport Rian here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then he can use his super attack. You could jump in with the dog. Decides to go somewhere else. Ooh, I don't agree with this decision. Actually, I consider this ridiculously dangerous. Yeah, you lost the transformation. Oh, this is bad in so many levels, I think. So what would I have done? I think I would have wanted to put the Oldius here. So this Oldius already moved, right? So with that known, of course there's still an again, so everything is hard. And I guess Helena did damage accessories and weapons. But still, you get to repaint this entire area, which will remain yours for a long time. You get to push these two people out, which makes it harder for them to come back. And you make room for Juggler to jump in if there's a carelessness. So you could teleport Juggler here, for example, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, and just jump. The fog could be your friend here, and I think Pornhub is thinking the same. That's why he let the transformation go to waste. But it will be tricky to find the right way to do this. A possibility as well is to put Juggler exactly here, because this makes it so that Sigma cannot so easily deal range damage with no repercussions, and that the push of Aldius does not really push Juggler anywhere. So those are considerations to be done. But if that's what you're considering, then it's just time to apply faction buff again. And then you'll see if the teleport goes here as the last thing. Then 1, 2, 3. Never mind. Here. Or here. Or here. Or here makes sense. Goes for 3C in the end. Okay. Because Liana already acted. Okay, that is huge. This could lead to the kill of Liana, depending on some situations. Was Chivalry used? It does sound like Chivalry was used. Yeah. Okay. So now you do... Yeah, you have to. You have to teleport Juggler. Actually, does he even need the teleport? 1, 2, 3... 1, 2, 3... 1, 2... No, yeah, you need to teleport Juggler. Put him here. Then make him jump all the way to, like, here, cover Landius. Wow, grabbing Landius there would be crazy. Grabbing Sigma would also be crazy. This is why my Juggler has Divine Boots. Because right now you could actually even hit Sigma with it. So the magic here is if you somehow tag Liana with Juggler with a 3C, Liana is 100% dead. I guess you could suicide the Sage of the Trees into the fog so that the debuff is cleansed, so that if you leave one spot, Liana can come back. You know what? It is technically possible. Technically being the keyword here. There's still the danger of Helena. She can still do plenty of things. But I don't think she can do anything right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, not 5, not 5. So she cannot really punch into the Sage. Which is great news for Parnhap, he is very happy. If only Rian could get some use out of all of this. Okay. Alright. I'm guessing it's time for TJS to move forward. I'm guessing teleport Juggler here and then go here and attack. That is my current guess. I don't even know if I would use 3C. That's a good question. Because you actually don't want to kill this. You want to just deal a lot of damage. Okay, goes for the normal jump. Not sure if I agree entirely with this move, but it has been done. I guess Helena can actually not get to the tree, so there is also that. Reflection almost gets the person here killed. That was fun. Let's see, now what do? Do you teleport yourself? I guess there's nothing wrong with that. You could teleport yourself here to attack Landius. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh my god, this is why Tensika is the best. Of course. Oh, why bother teleporting if you can just... why bother teleporting before if you can teleport after? I think I would have preferred to see kill on Helena, but that also works beautifully well. I mean, not like Helena can actually kill this juggler in this one hit. Oh my god, that was a beautiful teleport. Well done, Parnhub. This is why I believe in you, my friend. Yeah, this basically did nothing. I think even Juggler could kill Helena right now. Goes for the safer option of 3C, heals everyone up. Very pretty. And now this match is pretty much over. Yeah. Yeah. GG's Parnhub. An attempt to dispel the buff, which I believe worked. Yeah. But sadly this just means that he has to do it again. That is all there is to it. Did he miss that? That is bad. I mean, I don't think Landius can attack, can kill this juggler. The weapon was broken. I think what he was expecting is a hammer heal. Actually, that would have made sense, but that didn't happen. And the water was also dispelled. No, no. Oh my god, he didn't attack. Why would you not attack? Your Landius has 7 trillion attack. Okay. I think this once again gives the win to Parnhub. What a complicated set of choices. This game is just so full of surprises. Okay, what is your last will? An act again. Okay, that is a choice that exists. I think I would still go for Beast Shock here. Oh, goes backwards for the heals. But why? I guess to avoid that death. That indeed did work. Rian is still not able to cast spells. That is just so sad. Okay, that juggler is no longer alive, basically. But yeah, now damage can finally start stacking in. Everyone is able to attack this Landius. There's not much he can do about it. Parnhub can take all the time that he needs. Action buff. It's multiple long range attacks here. So that's very useful. Wow, the damage was very decent. I don't understand why he didn't attack into Juggler. Could have saved Diana there. I guess you get to attack first with Light of Genesis and then with Rian. With Tensika you can attack here. Easy. Gets protected, yeah. Thorns, it's annoying, but not much will come out of it. Some heals. Then comes the auto attack punch. Do you do it? Actually, do you do it with Hilda? No. I think I would have done it with Hilda, because I mean, unless you're not planning to attack with Hilda, right? Okay, in that case, it's all fine. Parnhub is already taking center positions just to make sure that they are not taken away from them. And I'm pretty sure Sansin can see that this has almost no path to victory. Alright. That's...
とことん抗うまでだ
I mean, I can respect this, but the problem is there's still a breeze here, so you're allowing your Rian to get punched.
言うだけ無駄
This
だ
did not matter
こ
in
れ
the
を
end.
食らえ
I think this is just a matter of time. Do you punch with this? Yeah, effectively. And now you can really attack from any distance, even with Hilda. Ooh, wow, that was very lucky. And GG's! Parnhap has done it. Once again, I only lose against finalists, you realize? Congratulations, Parnhap, on a match well played. Sansin as well. GG's. Parnhap moves on to the finals. Apparently they will be against Concede. And Concede, if we check, has already had 1 second place. Ah, no, never mind, that's the current one. Yeah, here, I remember this. Season 4, top 4. And Season 6 also top 8. So, a very, very, very strong opponent. A lot of investigations to be done before the last and final match. And Season 7 is shaping up to be one of the most intense and fun fighting mechanics. We did see someone go in with no tanks and come out as a winner. So that is impressive. Congratulations, Parnhap. We will see what happens tomorrow. Thank you all very much for watching, and I will see you next time.